Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Uh, Today, we are going to discuss about the and on the topic that is the conditions, working conditions in the Maruti Udhog and as well as the IT sectors. What the conditions are there in the Maruti Udhog and the IT sectors? What the conditions we have to be the see today, and I suppose that this is the last chapter, second last chapter of our uh, chapters. All chapters to be the studied here. Or next thing is that globalization and change we have to be the not study, and second working conditions we have to study, and then the particularly last topics we have studied in the last topic about the how is the work carried out. Understand how the work is carried out. We have seen that or studied in previous class about the Taylorism. Understand how through the Taylorism management scientific, that is also called as the scientific management, the working, the how the laborers and the workers have to be the work under the Taylorist theory or the Taylorist principle or a scientific management. We have seen or in this Taylorism, works are divided into the small parts, into the small segments, or that small segments of the work is allotted or the given to the labors of the workers on the area as a at a repetitive manners. Means it is just like the division of labor. In the division of labor, we see that only a certain the workers must have a certain kind of the skill, must be a skill or the efficiency in a certain kind of the work or the certain kind of the work, a certain kind of the work he must have to be the skill. And moreover, in this tailoring theory, that division on the basis of division of labor, work divided, every segments of the work divided to the different workers, and they are given a bound, time bound, a time out work was given to them, or a time bound work, and during that the workers must have to be the complete his work and her work. Understand? So under this, and moreover later on we know very well now after the First World War, now the Ford, understand, one of the very prominent manufacturer in the car industry, understand, who now devised a assembly line productions, which he had drawn this idea from slaughterhouse. From the slaughterhouse, this idea now the had, and in that assembly line production system, in which the workers pace of work was completely dependent on conveyor belts. This conveyor belts, according to that, it was the time, or within a given time they have to be the finish their work, and even they were not given the time even to having the terms with their co-partners and with their the person standing or the sitting beside them. They have no work, there no talk at all. Understand? And moreover, we know that a large number of the and this was a dictated work, so the workers could not having their make their pace with the this dictated work and the fast pace of the work, and the large number of the workers left the work from the this car industries, Ford industry. Then after large number of they could not just match their pace, match the pace of the fast work on the assembly line that was depend on the conveyor belt. So ultimately, what happened? Large number of the workers left. Understand? Or ultimately, again he devised best cost, best cutting cost, so that he doubled the salary. Understand? And the doubled the time and the work. Impose the doubled work on that. So he this is the called as the best the cutting cost cutting production system, and through that he make the much importance. So that is the this is the a working condition and working way of the working here. So we are going to see that the more mechanized industries. One thing is that when the industries are industrialized and the more mechanized, the fewer peoples are required there. That is the now heavy machinery replaced the thousands of peoples. Understand? No doubt. Or the employer, but they too have to work at a pace of machine. But whatever the less people required there, less worker required there in a machinery, heavy machinery work, but they have to make their pace. They have to maintain their pace according to the machine, pace of the machine. And for example, in Maruti Udyog Limited, 2 cars roll off the assembly line every minutes. Understand? 2 cars every minute, 2 cars. Workers get only 45 minutes rest in the entire day. In the entire day, workers only, and the 2 tea breaks of the 7.5 minutes they get workers every day. Each and 1 lunch break of the half an hour. 1 lunch break. Most of them are exhausted by the age of 40. Most of them seek the voluntary retirement after the 40 years. So much exhaustive work they have to be done in the Maruti Udyog. Most of them. Under this condition, students, and they take the voluntary retirement while the production has gone up, risen up, and the number of permanent jobs in the factories is now has gone down as the production now swelled and the heap of productions happened, but the number of employment began dwindling. Understand? And the firm has, because what is the new way of the arranging the labor is the outsourcing. Outsourced all the services like the and these factories are outsourcing for the cleaning, security, and as well as the manufacturing of the parts. They are outsourcing. The parts suppliers are located, and the parts suppliers are located around the factory and send the parts every 2 hours or the just in time. And these parts are sent to the main factory. Understand? And outsourcing and just in time keeps cost low for the company, and this outsourcing and as well as and the just in time keeps cost very low for the company, but the workers are very tense under these conditions. What about the worker psychology? They are the much tensed, and because if the supplies fail to arrive, their production targets get delayed, and when they do arrive, they have to run to keep up, and when they arrive, they have to be the run very keep up, and no wonder they get exhausted. Or under these conditions, the workers get exhausted under this factory system and more. Now let's look at the service sectors में अब देखा जाए services like the software प्रोफेशनल फील्ड में मिडिल क्लास एंड द वेल एजुकेटेड पीपल आर द डिप्लॉयड इन द सॉफ्टवेयर सेक्टर्स, and their work supposed to be the self motivated and very creative. Their work is the, but what about their work? They are also the victim of the terrorist theory, the terrorist working theory. We can now understand from the time slavery in the IT sectors. Through the going through this box, understand, you can understand that how much the work this IT sectors people are working, and they are laden with the work within a given time. They have to complete their projects, and day and nights they are working there in IT field. Understand? And this causes a great harassments to them. Day nights they work, and they have to complete the project in time. To say this kind of the forcing work, they work in a given time. Understand? Given time. This also cast much pressure on this. So even in the IT sectors, time slavery. This has been the term in the time slavery in IT sectors. Because they are the slaves of the time. Like the slaves, they have to be the work within a time frame, like the slavery. Second thing, as a result of working hours in place like if you see in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gurgaon, where many IT firms or call centers are working, shops and restaurant have also changed their opening time hours and are open late. And if both husbands and wives were working, so now their children must have to be the crisis. Even the children are given in the crisis. And moreover, this on the one hand, this is one positive side is that now the joint family is flourishing. Joint family is again reorganizing in our country. Joint family, which was supposed to have disappeared with the industrialization, it was supposed that this was the suppose that joint family is now deteriorating or the disappearing and eroding now. But we see that again joint family seems to have re-emerged. Joint family is re-emerged because the grandparents are roped in the help with the children. Grandparents are asked, they are called and brought and live together to now maintain and to engage the children. Understand? In this way, students, this is a positive aspect. Whatever we have studied so far, this is the one of the positive. Second thing is one of the important debates sociologists is whether industrialization and the shift to the service and the knowledge-based work like IT. IT is the knowledge-based work, leads to greater skill in society. One thing is that generally we believe that now knowledge-based society is creating a skill in society, or often hear the phrase knowledge economy, or this economy is called the knowledge economy. Understand? Because society is being skilled, and this skilled society now creating the income at that. So the knowledge economy is that to describe the growth of IT in India, and as the IT is growing in India, so this is the growing of the knowledge economy. But how do you compare to a skill of the farmer? But one question is here: how can a farmer who belong to the villages, understand, or are a worker in the IT or on the computers, understand, both are a computer, both are the skill. We don't count less competent to the farmers who have the knowledge of the hundreds and the thousands of the climatical or the knowledge about the thousands of the seeds and breeds on the experimented he had done in the during his lifetime. A farmer knows to grow the many hundreds of the crops relying on his understanding of the weather and soil, seeds. About that, the farmers must have the knowledge. And with the knowledge of the software professional, both are skilled, but in a different way. Both are the skill. A farmer is also skilled. Only don't understand that we are on the laptop and we are the working in the IT field. We are the much more skilled. Forget this. These farmers living in the village area, they are the much knowledgeable. And a famous sociologist like the Lishen, Harry Braverman, a famous sociologist, Harry Braverman, argued that the use of machinery actually de-skills the workers. Listen, now the use of machinery de-skills the worker. You don't be the boast of that I am working on the computer and like that I am very skillful. No, that is the de-skilling. De-skilling you. Now your fundamental knowledge is being destroyed at home completely, and my personal belief is that now our spontaneous knowledge, our natural knowledge is being destroyed. Understand? Our brain is now being wretched, being now unskilled. We are completely depending. Itself we have the computer in our mind, much more powerful computer, but why? We are being dependent on this artificial. And the de-skilling process of this is the de-skilling of that. And moreover, for example, whereas earlier architects and the engineers had to be the skilled draftsmen, they have their own skill of the draftsman and draft and the geometrical lines they used to. Now the computer does a lot of the work for them. Their knowledge, what about their knowledge? That became the garbage there because of the computers. So that the computer is de-skilling the human being, not the skilling the human being. My personal perception is that, but the perception is the different, maybe the, but I think so. Understand? Moreover, here is the working conditions. Let's see, students. Now we all want a power, house, and clothes, and many things of the requirement. But we should remember that come to be the because some working and the produce that for that these to acquire these necessities, we have to be the often in the whether the good condition or the bad condition. We have to be the, and the government has passed a number of laws to regulate the working condition. Now for the protection of the workers, understand, a number of laws have been passed by the government, understand, or those are in papers only a few, understand, and only a little extent these laws are being practiced in practical life for the workers, understand. Only these are the white papers to show, okay, but in actually what the happening in the institutions or the factories and the working places, understand, that is the different conditions we find there. Laws are only, okay, only at the, just at the throw out should be the throw out in the garbage, these laws. Here we students, one thing is that often very bad condition, government has passed a number of laws regulate the working condition. For the example, in mining, where a number of peoples are employed in the mining, excavation happens, okay, extraction of the coal mines, alone the 5.5 lakhs workers all over the country are the working, and Mines Act 1952 specifies maximum number of hours a person can make to work in the week. That determines the what the maximum number of hours a man can be taken the work. This had been defined in 1952 52 Mines Act, according to that. And the need to pay the overtime for the any extra hours work. If the worker is working in the day and the nights also, then he should be given the extra work if he performs. And there are many of the safety rules have been laid down and written down by the governments of India. Understand? And moreover, these rules may be followed and these big companies and but not in a smaller mines and the quarries. These laws are not. Moreover, subcontracting is the widespread. Subcontracting. Many contractors don't maintain the proper register of workers. Worker registers are not maintained, thus avoiding any responsibility for the accidents and the benefits. Whatever any in the small places establishment, a worker is working and he or she gets all of a sudden meets any accident. Understand? Any accident. So what happens that after that no any responsibility is taken by the employers, or after mining has finished in an area. Sometimes if the excavation of the coal and anything is finished in that area, company is supposed to cover up where their ditches are there. So that ditches must be embraced, must be covered up. But what happens? But open holes are left by and restore the area its earlier condition, but they don't do this. Understand? And open holes are left there for the happening of the accidents at all. Understand? So this is the conditions of the contractors. Second thing, workers in the mining area work underground. Underground mines face very dangerous conditions there because there are many menace condition or the dangerous conditions underground work having. First we see the flooding and fire. Sometimes fire caught there, and the collapse of the roof. And if the roofs became weaker, then after this collapse on the body of the workers, or the emission of gases suddenly in the underground, the poisonous gases could emissions, or the ventilation failures there. Many workers develop the breathing problem having the work in the mining, and disease like the tuberculosis is generally, and the silicosis, tuberculosis. Those working overground mines have the work in both condition. Overground, this was the question of the underground problem of, but overground, what the problem? Hot sun and the rain. Face injuries due to the mine blastings. Mine blasting is done, the injuries is faced. Falling objects. The rate of mining accidents in India is very high compared to the other countries of the world. This is because of what? Because of carelessness, because of moreover conditions in the working condition. Industries अगर देखा जाए, workers are generally, we see the migrates from the village and the countryside at the working space spot. The fish processing plants along the coastline, Kerala, Bombay, Madras, understand, or Tamil Nadu. These are the coastal area. Most these fish processing plants are there. In that plants, workers, large scale workers from the different young women from the Tamil, Karnataka or Kerala, 10-12 of them housed in a small rooms for the processing. 10 to 12 housed in a very small room, very in a suffocation condition, and sometimes shift has to be the make way for another. Young women are seen as the submissive. Why they are deployed? Women are deployed at the work. because they are the submissive. Gents are the men are not submissive. So that's they are preferred. Women are preferred there. Or many men also migrate singly from the remotest area of the country, either unmarried or for living their family for their families in the villages. In 1992, it is data is that 85% of the 2 lakhs Uriya migrants in the Surat were single. Odisha, 2 lakhs almost the Uriya migrants in the migrants in Surat were the single. These migrants have little time to socialize, and whatever little time and the money they can spend in other migrants workers from a nations of the interfering joint family. Understand? Or the nature of the work in a globalized economy is the taking people in a directions of loneliness, vulnerability, and yet many young women, it is the presents some of the independence and economic autonomy. Many of that. So under this condition, what we see that the women had to be the work, the male had to be the work, or at the working places there is much exploitation there. No rules are followed there, as the government has laid down the hundreds of the labor protection acts had been the thousands of the labor protection acts had been the passed, but in practices those acts are not implemented or not effected. Understand? So now students, we have to see that. Moreover, the next topic we shall see in the next classes. Understand? Or 2 topics are here to be the explained in our further class. Home-based work you should study. Then strike and the unions. 2 topics are here only to be the discussed, and the next class that will be the finish. The last topic, last chapter will remain from this the movement, labor movement, different movements in India. Okay, that's